Hey guys, it's me, 80s144. Today, guys, I'm gonna do a two-part video for this one. So, part one of this video is gonna be me discussing about MLS Cup real quick. I'll put a timestamp below if you guys are not interested. I will you guys so you guys can skip forward. I just want to discuss this real quickly, real briefly. It'll be right around like 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. So basically, in this topic, we got to talk about this. Gareth Bale, man. Gareth Bale, man. He won them the title. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible that at his age, he is still able to deliver these kind of clutch moments in him. And I'm thinking to myself, what if he does? Like, we have to have a serious conversation about this because he G'd up in the Copa del Rey final, he G'd up in the Champions League final, and now the MLS Cup final. And you have to give massive credit to LAFC. They won this game even without the first choice keeper because remember, Crepo got sent off for the penalties. And remember, it's penalties, right? And the fact that that Philadelphia weren't able to score any of their penalties was insane. It's just incredible. It's incredible that he had that presence. Now, let me just be honest with you guys. I did not get to see most of this game because I was really, really busy today. So I didn't have really the time to watch. And I had to go somewhere. So I'll definitely try to watch the highlights in a later time. But I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I cannot believe this, man. And shout out to LAFC, man. Hard luck to Philadelphia, man. They played their best. They came back from behind twice in the game, and they did score. They did take the lead in extra time, but Gareth Bale, man, Gareth Bale. So congratulations, LAFC, for winning the MLS Cup, and hard luck to Philadelphia, man. I'm happy for the likes of Kellen Acosta. I'm happy for Gareth Bale. I'm happy for Crepo. I'm happy for these players. So hard luck to Andre Blake, Gazdag, and David Wright. So. Yeah, hard luck to these players, man. Hard luck, hard luck. Okay, now let's go talk about Barcelona. Obviously, I know many of you guys are more interested in Barcelona segment. That's why I decided to spend most of the video on the Barcelona. I just wanted to discuss quickly about the MLS Cup real quick because it was happening the same time as this game. Anyways, so for Barcelona, guys, Barcelona. This was a big win. I think this was a win that I think we could have won by even a greater than 2-0. Like 2-0 is very flattering to Almeria. I think Almeria, for the most part in this game, looked really bad. There was one really good chance they had in the first half. I saw from the highlights. I think I was right after Lewandowski missed his penalty. And Barcelona just looked really good. I think, for me, we have a lot of talking points. So let's start with the first talking point is Gerard Piqué. We have to start with him. This is his final match for Barcelona. And I think Piqué really showed everyone that what a defender he is. Criticize the guy all you want. You cannot deny that he is a club legend. He will go down as one of Barcelona's biggest legends they've ever had at center back, And there's even an argument to be had that even he has a greater legacy than Carlos Puyol. Obviously, I'm not going to go into that kind of territory because, if I'm being honest with you, I didn't get to see Puyol play much. And obviously, I didn't see Puyol play at all. And, but, there's an argument that can be made. People will tell you that, And like I said, man, PK, man, I wish him the best of luck, and hopefully he become a Barcelona president in the future. Because honestly, with this way the leadership is, I think he could be a great, great president for us in the future. After Joan Laporta, and we know what a legendary player he is. And I feel as though that criticize PK all you want, he at least is very, very good with his public speaking. He's a very good communicator, and so you have to appreciate and recognize that. Okay. My next talking point we have here it is the fullbacks. I think it's fair to say that Balde might actually be a right back, which is actually really, really sad that we're having to resort to using him as a right back over the likes of Roberto and Bellerin. Now, let's be real. If Roberto was probably fit, he probably would be the right back for us. But because of the fact that he isn't fit, and let's be real, Bellerin is a disaster. I'm sorry, Bellerin is horrendous. I swear to God, if Barcelona actually renews him after this season, this club is probably a joke. Let me just say this right now. It's a joke. Because this guy has been so bad. So bad. And I just think it shows how good Balde can be, that even at this age of 19 years old, he's probably already Barca's best right back this season, which is really, really sad. But at the same time, it's really, really good for him. So, I still think we need to address the right back this summer. Right back in the January window, according to reports, we're likely going to get a right back. The speculations, I have no idea who's going to be. I just hope that we get a right back that's like competent in defending and attack wise. Like I want someone that could do a bit of both. And we don't really have anyone that's been great in both aspects for a while. The last good one we have is Danny Alves, which I think shows how good Danny Alves has been. Like we haven't been able to properly replace him. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, let's talk about the seed. Let's talk about Alonso and Busquets. My third talking point. Is it just me or Xavi really loves Busquets? Xavi just loves Busquets. I have no idea why Xavi continues to start Busquets in every single game, and I feel as though that he's not gonna bench him unless he's injured. Like that's the only thing I'm coming to realize is that he will always resist playing Busquets. And my thing is that we're gonna probably see Busquets probably do the same thing as PK just did, probably towards the end of the season, right? I'm not saying he's gonna retire, but he's gonna obviously leave us, I would imagine. He might go to Inter Miami. There's just speculations reporting that, and I just feel as though that it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm tired of seeing Xavi start Busquets all the time, and it's a joke. Now, as for Alonso, now I'm still mad that Xavi's doing Alonso, but I can at least somewhat understand this over Busquets. Now, Busquets makes no sense. There's no defending that. But Alonso, I can at least understand to some extent because of the fact that we're very light in the center back position. Granted, I still don't think it makes any sense because right now we have Christensen that came back from injury. So obviously we don't really need to start Christensen this game. It's against Almeria. We should be able to find. But you still have Eric Garcia and Jules Koundé. Now, perhaps you wanted to rest Jules Koundé, which I can understand. But Eric Garcia is still there. Eric Garcia, I still think he's good enough for us. He's good for us in La Liga. Now, for Champions League, I don't think he's good enough for us in Champions League. But in terms of La Liga, I think he's fine. Fine against most of these mid-table teams, So it's just ridiculous that Xavi is going to continue to start Alonso. And remember, guys, with PK leaving, with PK retiring, we're gonna need to have someone to fill it up. And I could imagine we actually have a backline Eric Garcia and Alonso as center backs. That is frightening. That is frightening. I'm hoping to God that Eric Garcia doesn't take that number 3 jersey because if he does, it's gonna. I have a feeling it could very well happen. Let me just say this right now. But anyways, for me, I'm tired of seeing Xavi just start the 2 players. I think there's some favoritism there. Maybe the Catalan talks is there, perhaps, but I don't know, man. It's ridiculous. Number 4 is we have to have a serious conversation with Dembele. Guys, Dembele is very on and off. I'm going to say this before, I'm going to say this again. Dembele will not be, at this rate, Dembele will not be the best winger in the world. For Barca fans that think he can be that version, he could be anywhere near Messi's level, get that out of your mind. Dembele, for me, I like Dembele, don't get me wrong, I like him as a player, but it's really hard for me to really like him when he continues to do this on a regular basis. Dembele is the type of player that's very, very on and off, as I said. He's very hot and cold. Some games he could play really, really bad, and some games he could play really good. You could look at this game in particular and just say, oh, he had a great game. Yes, he scored a goal. But if you actually saw what Dembele did for most of this game, he was very underwhelming. Okay? Most of this game, he was very underwhelming. And the problem with Dembele is that he does the same thing again and again. Just runs across the defense, and then does some tricks, and then goes from goal from long distance and hope it works. That's what he really just does all the time. It's all about speed and flair, and tries to ensure that he gets, shoots from long distance. Which I appreciate, at least he is shooting from long distance. A lot of players are not doing that at this club. But he's so random with it. Like, look at the goal he scored today. That was very hard to score. But look at the goal, look at the chance he missed when it was an empty net. Only Dembele can do that, man. We need to have a serious conversation on Dembele. And this is why I said for us, that Barca fans, that Dembele just isn't that good, man. He just isn't that good. I'm keeping things a stack here, And if we really, really want to be like the next level and be that Champions League worthy team and be a team that's a Champions League winning team, Dembele isn't the guy. Now, I still think Dembele is the guy for us to win La Liga, which I think we're very well capable of doing. But in terms of just Champions League, he isn't it. He isn't it. And finally, my final talking point for this game is that Barcelona, defensively, they're looking solid. I think we're almost like pretty much half of the season done. Actually, maybe not half, but let's say 3/4, right? Maybe 25%, we could say. Actually, let's say 30%, 35. Let's say 35. Barcelona have been really good this season, defensively this season, which has been something that we have really criticized for Barcelona in the previous years, and I think it's really, really good to see how Barcelona have been doing. And even with the makeshift defense we've been putting, even with Alonso as center backs, even with Eric Garcia, even with, etc., PK as well, we've been keeping a lot of clean sheets. We've only conceded 4 goals this season. And all 4 of the goals we've conceded have been on the road. We haven't conceded a single home goal this season in La Liga, which I think is very, very incredible. And maybe we might be able to break that record, because I know a few seasons ago, I think Chelsea had the record where they conceded 15 goals in Premier League. Maybe we could do something like that in La Liga, which would be incredible to say the least. So, obviously, I still think we're going to have tougher games ahead. Like, obviously, Atletico Madrid at home will be tough. Real Madrid at home will be tough. Even, potentially Athletic Bilbao on the road could be tough. Like, there's a lot of tougher games that are going to upcoming. So, I don't want to get too carried away, but I'm very happy. So, as I said, thank you guys for watching this video. I want you guys to comment down below if there are any other talking points I have for this game, because there probably is that I just haven't mentioned, and that's the beauty of the comment section, is that you guys can give me some more insights in the game that I wasn't able to see at first hand. So, like this video if you did enjoy. It helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you're not here. Comment down below your thoughts and comment section below. Remember, guys, to check out me and my other platforms, the list description below. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.